Still using the old-fashioned way to measure sizes and distances? Measuring by yourself is always difficult. You get all sweaty. It's hard to know how to do it right. Either way, it can be a waste of time and effort. Feeling frustrated and bothered? Now you have a better measuring choice, the iPin Spatial Ruler. Run the iPin Spatial Ruler app. Plug the iPin Spatial Ruler into the iPhone headphone jack. Then you can easily measure spatial dimensions. Of course, you can save the measuring results and also instantly share them. It makes the discussions between you and your designers or even your mates easier. Never again worry about picking the wrong size of furniture. Snap the furniture you like and get its size with the iPin Spatial Ruler app. You'll know if it fits your home right away. You can edit the same places in different times and spaces, which saves you time. Make furnishing easy and with no more mistakes. Create lovely and comfortable living spaces on your own.
There's a revolution happening right now. You can hear it. It's the difference between listening to music and being inside the music, between watching a movie and being in the movie, playing the game and living the game. It's a revolution that is taking over the world, and it's all taking place inside your headphones. It's called 3D audio, and now everyone can experience it with Waves NX. Here at Waves Audio, we've come up with a way for you to enjoy 3D sound using any pair of headphones. Waves NX is an application that you install on your computer or mobile device, and together with the NX head tracker, it will turn any pair of headphones into a 3D audio experience. NX models human anatomy and uses psychoacoustic algorithms to recreate the experience of how we hear sounds from the real world. NX takes 3D audio one step further by tracking your head movement using the NX head tracker. Wherever you move, right, left, up, down, forward, and back, NX will track your precise position and adjust the sound accordingly. Waves NX will also let you hear true 5.1 and 7.1 surround sound on your regular stereo headphones. No matter where you are, you can watch all your favorite films as if you were sitting in the middle of the movie theater. The Waves NX application and head tracker are available exclusively on Kickstarter for $79, making it the most affordable, high-quality 3D audio solution. Now that you know about NX, I want to tell you a little more about who we are. Since the early 90s, Waves audio processors have been used in recordings and live shows from almost every major musical artist, in almost every motion picture, television, and popular video games. Our algorithms are used to improve the sound of laptops, cell phones, televisions, and voice communication, enhancing all your media experiences. Waves is also one of the few companies to receive the Technical Grammy Award for Lifetime Achievement in Sound. You can imagine what that means to a company full of musicians and sound engineers. We love what we do, and we're constantly looking for new ways to innovate and push the boundaries of the audio experience. In January 2016, Waves released the first product in the NX family called the NX Virtual Mix Room, a software tool that enables audio engineers to use headphones and hear their recordings and mixes with real-world dimension, just as they would in the sweet spot of a great-sounding professional studio. NX Virtual Mix Room was received by professional audio experts as one of the most revolutionary products in the history of pro audio. Now we need your help to bring NX to the rest of the world. The 3D audio revolution is already upon us, and we want to partner with you to allow anyone with a pair of headphones to enjoy the magic of 3D audio. Your pledges will allow us to expand our development and turn NX from professional software that only sound engineers can use to an application that everyone can use, with every device, every operating system, and every set of headphones. Funds raised through Kickstarter will be used to integrate NX into virtual reality and augmented reality devices that are going to heighten our senses and change the way we hear the world, the way we feel the world, and ultimately, how we experience the world. We invite you to join the 3D audio revolution and help us reach our goal of making the world a better place to listen to.
I'm Aubrey Anderson, founder and CEO at Monome, makers of Runcible. I'm happy to announce the public pre-release of our first model. Runcible is a new category of mobile device. It's palm-sized, modeled on the pocket watch, and echoes iconic forms that humans have carried with them and had strong emotional relationships with for ages. A lot of people ask me if Runcible is a phone. Runcible is really like a highly connected, very small tablet computer. It's phone-like, but you don't hold it up to your head. You can pair with a Bluetooth device and make phone calls with Runcible if you really want to. But Runcible is made specifically to avoid pulling you out of the real world, especially if you're there enjoying it. In the smartphone industry today, they call sustainability a best effort proposition. That generally means they aren't working on it. With Runcible, we are pursuing sustainability and supply chain transparency in every possible category. We're not just designing them in California, we are building them in California. For the wood backs, we're sourcing local, verifiably sustainable wood from Mendocino. We call Runcible an heirloom electronic. It can be repaired, modified by you, and upgraded both at the hardware and software levels. An old watch can be repaired even if the manufacturer no longer exists, because the way watches work is well understood, and generally understood in common. Open source is as close to that concept as we have in the software world. Source code that is freely available and lives independently from this company or any other ensures that you can always comprehend what the device is doing, and you can change it if you don't like it, even if we are no longer in the picture. Creating a device you can keep for a long time, fix, and upgrade is a radical change from how the smartphone industry works today. A small independent company in Berkeley can't hope to encourage change in an entrenched global industry all by itself. But with your help and support, we actually can. We feel like putting Runcible in your hands sooner than later and letting you bring them to dinner or to the beach or wherever you'll take them. That's going to tell us things that no amount of venture-funded focus group testing could ever do. And really, we don't want to tell you what you're supposed to do with Runcible. We want you to tell us. I hope you really connect with Runcible, and I hope you love it as much as we do.
Bonks is a new wearable walkie-talkie that enables seamless hands-free group communication.
You back there, Chris?
Back there? I'm gonna pass you guys.
Let's go, sweet cheeks.
Our product was developed from scratch by a team of engineers and designers in Tokyo. Our concept was simple and can be applied to endless activities. We crafted the ideal smartphone app and Bluetooth earphone. We made the Bonks app very easy to use. One tap starts the group conversation, and it works effortlessly due to the intuitive, minimalist design.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Yeah. Cool.
Our custom-developed voice-over internet-based system allows for a connection to be maintained even for outdoor environments.
What you gonna throw down? Yeah. Nice.
You don't even need to touch a button to talk because Bonks is voice-activated.
Continue left or go up straight?
Yeah, when you get to that ledge, I go straight up over it.
Is this right?
Yeah, you look great.
The view is amazing. Come up here. How far back are you guys?
We're pretty close. We'll be right there.
We made no compromise on the hardware either. Bonks is shockproof and water resistant. Our multi-layered wind noise reduction system enables you to talk clearly and comfortably, no matter how fast you're going.
All right, so where do you want to go? Yeah, let's go left this time. Oh man, this couldn't get much better.
It sits comfortably on your ear for long hours due to its unique design, and it won't fall off even if you fall hard.
All right, let's do this, guys. Okay, I'm going in. Yeah, we got you covered. All right, one there. There's one. Okay, I'm coming in behind you. And there's two. Hello. Nice, Jerry, nice. All right, guys, good job. Yeah, boy.
There's no limit to what you can do with Bonks. The world is your playground.
Eight years ago, we decided to explore the creation of a next-generation razor blade. The last major change to razor blades was over a half-century ago, when stainless steel replaced carbon steel. Since then, it's mainly been adding yet another blade to the razor every decade or so. 2 billion blades go into landfills every year, so our goal was to create something that was much sharper than steel, but more importantly, lasted much, much longer. This is Zafiro, the world's first sapphire blade razor. We've developed pure white sapphire blades with an edge about 80 atoms at the tip, or roughly 5,000 times thinner than the width of a human hair. Sapphire is also much harder than steel, which means the blades last much longer, currently up to a year, with the potential to last several times that long. We're huge fans of design, so it was really important to us not to build the kind of cheap neon or fake chrome handles you see in most bathrooms today. Ideally, we wanted to build something that might be passed down through generations, like a well-made watch. The project got off to a very rough start. We spent more than a year and a half going in entirely the wrong direction, trying to make blades out of an advanced ceramic called zirconia, which amongst other things has been used in very expensive sushi knives. Unfortunately for us, and for my face as a tester, you can't get zirconia sharp enough to make a great razor blade. We went back to the drawing board, and after a couple of months talking to experts around the world, decided to try sapphire. Sapphire is in many ways the perfect material for razor blades because it can be made exceptionally sharp, and it's second only to diamond in terms of hardness, so blades stay sharp. The downside is that sapphire is very expensive. It took us nearly another 3 years to create the first Zafiro razor, and we couldn't find a way to make one affordably. So we decided to embrace the high cost and launch with the most impressive handle we could build, including one version made out of iridium and another made out of gold. Zafiro's launch generated an incredible amount of press, and it was fun to get that kind of exposure for the product, but we knew no matter how much exposure we got, we couldn't have a meaningful impact on the industry until we could get our costs down. That's been our sole focus at Zafiro since launch. Sapphire is used as a component in high-tech products like advanced solar panels, LEDs, and the iPhone 6 has helped drive prices down. We've also found new suppliers and worked with existing suppliers to optimize the manufacturing process. 4 years later, we finally have a path, but we need your help to walk it. Even with the cost improvements, we need high volumes to make this work. Ideally, manufacturing runs in the tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of blades. We need your help to do that. Your support can help us change an industry and allow you to be one of the first people in the world to shave with a beautifully designed sapphire blade razor.
What we want to do is bring this physical experience of music, the energy, the impact that you get at a concert or a club into the real world where you can have it everywhere and anytime you want. bass is really the part of the music that connects you to the music physically. In a club, you get that big energy from a big sound system. If you put on the music the next day and you just have headphones on, you're just missing that part.
Whatever music you're listening to, it adds a physical element to it, which is something that you're totally missing normally in a home listening or on-the-go environment.
People are pushing the envelope of what they can get out of those big systems with the way that they make the music.
When we put the bass on someone's arm and we turn on the music, and as soon as the beat kicks in, they have this big smile on their face because it really pulls you into the music. You listen to it, but you can also feel it in your body.
Nice.
It's just so intense. This song is going like more and more aggressive sort of on the bass, and you wouldn't think that, you know, at the same pace and at the, you know, the same intensity that the basslet would be able to match it, but it is.
It's pretty rare. So I can feel the kick drum, which is nice, and then like when the sustained bass notes come in, it's just like.
And I think that's really the power of it, is the ability to get that, you know, tactile, physical immersion that you get with like sub bass. And yeah, in the end, it was just fun. I didn't want to take it off, you know.
The basslet has very high fidelity. It matches exactly the waveform of the bass that we're trying to reproduce. For us, the main challenge was no technology existed that could do this in such a small size. So we had to create our own. You can differentiate between this melodic bass line and hard kicks. So even if the music is a melody and a kick in between, you can feel the difference.
The drums, you can actually kind of feel them. Like toms and kick and stuff, I felt a bit more like I was in the room with it.
Inside the basslet is amazing technology. We've built our own haptic engine, which takes up roughly half the space. We've got the other half, which is battery, to give a really long playtime. And we've managed to squeeze the electronics around the battery and the haptic engine. So there's hardly any room for the electronics, and it was a tough job to get it into this size.
The basslet is really designed as an everyday companion. You can hook it up to a smartphone, to a computer, you can hook it up to a laptop or a VR headset. You can really use it with anything that you would use for listening to music, for playing games or watching movies.
The basslet's designed to be really easy to use. You just plug and play, basically. There's no app to load, there's no software to configure.
Ideally, in the morning you leave the house, you put it on, you put in your headphones. When you commute to work, when you're at work, whenever you want to listen to music out and about, I think that's when the basslet comes in. Bass actually has a really powerful energizing impact on you. And I think it's going to be great when you're out about jogging or doing sports, that it really elevates you, it kind of activates you and keeps you going. One of the cool things about the basslet is that it hooks up to anything that has a headphone output. And so what I tried right away is hooking up to a synthesizer, and you play a bass line and suddenly you have that physical impact of bass. You can feel the beats of the music you're creating. And if you're a DJ, you can also use the basslet to get a sense of how the music will feel on a big sound system in a club.
As well as for music lovers, I'm really making the basslet for myself. I want to use it every day, and we're already at this stage, and I'm really, really happy with that.
Music is certainly the most important content in people's lives. So whatever chance I have to make that experience better, I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna jump on it. I wouldn't take it off, to be honest.